Hello and welcome to the HETV Game of the Week. My name is Drew Howard and with me is Rick Signorella. This week we're at Hoffman High School where the 6-14 Hawks host the conference frontrunners Fremd Vikings, who come in with a 15-4 record. Both teams come in today rested and thawed out from a midweek deep freeze in the Chicago region that saw postponed games for both squads. We're getting into the final home stretch in the MSL West, and tonight's a chance for both teams to get some final preparation for the state tournament. For Fremd, the stakes are higher for tonight's game as they're locked into a tie for atop the conference with Schaumburg with only 3 games remaining for both of those teams. Fremd comes in tonight riding a 3-game winning streak, including some key conference wins over Barrington and Palatine. They suffered their lone conference loss on their home court against Schaumburg 3 weeks ago, and they'll likely need to stay perfect these next 2 weeks to set up a de facto conference championship game against Schaumburg on the road in 2 weeks. For Hoffman, this is a big opportunity to measure up late in the season with one of the region's top teams. It's been a tough season for the Hawks, coming in at 1-6 in conference play, but they had a big win over Conan 2 weeks ago, and were really scrappy against Barrington just last week. They're a team showing signs of a late improvement, and they're hoping to build off some of that momentum for a nice run in March. Stay tuned for what should be a great game here at Hoffman High School.
Please rise and group your hats to acknowledge our country's colors by singing our national anthem, which will be led by our very own Junior Alexa Ungunrenu.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now for the starting lineups for tonight's contest. First for the Vikings, a 6-foot senior guard, number 4, Dean Gannis. For your Hawks, a 5'10 junior guard, number 0, Jevin Gabbins. For the Vikings, a 6-foot junior guard, number 10, Jake Schaufstall. For your Hawks, a 5'10 senior guard, number 2, Marquez Q. Woodard. For the Vikings, a 6-foot senior guard, number 20, John Smiros. For your Hawks, a 5'11 junior guard, number 3, Hansel Padilla. For the Vikings, a 6'5 senior forward, number 24, Bryce Hopkins. For your Hawks, a 6'2 senior forward, number 23, Rudra Patel. And for the Vikings, a 6'5 junior forward, number 33, Cayman Hopkins. And for your Hawks, a 6'6 senior forward, number 13, Sheldon Barnett Morales. The Vikings are led by head coach Bob Bogosky and his assistant coach Jason Hogre. And your Hawks are led by head coach Luke Yano and his assistants Jim Sullivan and Ralph Brown. Tonight's, or this And your athletic trainer is Mr. Greg Garofalo.
Hello and welcome to Hoffman Estates High School as we have another great tip-off here in the MSL West. Only 3 conference games remaining for both teams. Critical game here for both teams, especially for Fremd, looking to hold on to that #1 spot in the West. With only a few games left. Hoffman, however, controls the tip-off and they'll get it going. Hoffman 1-6 in conference play so far this year. Have shown great signs of life these last 2 weeks, knocking off in-town opponent Conan a couple weeks back, giving Barrington all they could handle last week. Their first shot off the mark. Nice rebound, putback. Again off the mark, another putback. This time up and good for Sheldon Barnett Morales. Who leads the scoring here for Hoffman early on. So Fremd coming back the other way. This is a really disciplined Fremd team. They're not gonna take anything that they don't want to shoot. There, a nice shot off the way, but off the mark. Brown brought back by Brother and moves it around. So there, the miss from Bryce Hopkins, rebounded nicely by Cayman Hopkins, who's able to swing it back around for another opportunity for Fremd. Nice pass down low, I'll swat it away, right back to the hands of Fremd, and they're gonna go the other way. So another big board, really big start for Hoffman, especially Sheldon Morales here. There with a swat, a rebound. He has 2 points already, so couldn't have asked for a bigger start.
Coach Yanna will take care of it.
Looks like we may have had some debris on the court, slow things down. But Hoffman again, 2-point lead early on, looking to stretch it here just a minute into the game. So Hoffman to bring it up. It's a fast-acting team. You can see they're bringing a lot of energy to start. They're gonna go down low to the big man again, that time unable to handle. Nice pass there, swatted again. So Sheldon Morales has been putting on quite a clinic here, both offensively and defensively. That time it went right back to the Fremd player who put it in for the first 2 points. That was Jake Schofstall with the first score on the night for Fremd. So Hoffman coming right back at him here, looking to get the lead back early on in here. Nice take, but they'll back off. Looking for a good shot. It's a Fremd team that is tough to penetrate on defense. There, only one opportunity, brought back down, looking to press, swatted away.
Out of bounds, stands for the Vikings.
So Fremd will retain the ball underneath here. 6:03 remaining here in the first quarter. Fremd showing early that they want to get down low. They've had some troubles being able to score on Morales there down low. Here, looking for a quick 3 on the mark there from Dean Gannis. His first buckets of the night. First 3 points for him. And a rough turnover there. Mishandled the inbounds there on Hoffman. It'll go right back to Fremd underneath, holding on to a 5-2 lead. So Bryce Hopkins to inbound. Finds Gannis in the corner. Let's see if they get back to Hopkins. Had a look at it, but there's the Morales who's out there. Nice length of Morales. He's going to be tasked with trying to shut down Bryce Hopkins. Shot in the corner off the mark. Nice rebound. Good effort from the Hopkins brothers. Both get the rebound and square it to his brother. Another block, a 3rd block on the night already. Nice putback, however, for Smyros. And Fremd extends the 7-2 lead here in the first. So Sheldon Morales has been more than active down low. He already has 3 blocks in the first 3 minutes with a bucket to lead the way for Hoffman. However, nobody's been there to capture the rebounds and go the other way. Fremd's been able to turn them into some follow-up points, but effort is there. Good energy so far from this Hoffman team. Still trailing 7-2, but it is early. They're gonna have to try to find a quick basket here on the other end. So they'll set up. Pendia finds Patel. Patel will bracket up. Patel, member of last year's team. Nice drive from Patel. Up and good. Nice floater there from Patel. It's now 7-4 Fremd. So if Hoffman wants to be successful here, they're going to have to limit these second chance opportunities. And a nice individual play there from Ruja Patel, swatting it off the Fremd player, bringing it back the other way for the Hawks. So now looking to come down the court. 4:48 remaining here in the first. Fremd looking to chip into or Hoffman looking to chip into this Fremd lead, maybe even tie it. Patel takes it himself, finds a good spot on the court. unable to convert. Morales went down with the rebound, wasn't able to come down with it, and now it's going the other way. So good active defense there from Morales, again, for being able to swat the ball away, and they'll reset here from on offense. 4:27 remaining now in the first. Fremd continues to lead 7-4. So if you haven't watched this Fremd team, they have a pair of Hopkins brothers who have really done really nice offensively. Came in the younger brother and Bryce the older brother. Bryce a staple on last year's team, one of the better athletes, one of the better scorers, and he's back. Here shoots for three, up and good. No rim involved with that shot. Now 10-4, Fremd leading. So Fremd's been able to find some shots. They've had some trouble down low, but have looked good from beyond the arc and extended their lead to 6 halfway through the first quarter here. Patel tried to create for himself, although Bryce Hopkins has been all over him. Nice pass down low. Good kick out to the corner for 3. Off the mark from Hoffman, and Fremd will look to go the other way. So up comes Jake Schofstel, his older brother on one of the teams that took fourth place in state only a couple years back. Nice take from Bryce Hopkins. Off the mark. Loose ball foul called here on Fremd. And Hoffman will take it the other way. So second foul of the night. That's actually the second foul on Kamen Hawkins, and he'll have to check out with early foul trouble for Fremd. So good energy early on from both teams. Fremd holding on to a 10-4 lead. Hoffman looking to cut into that here. Moves the ball up. Nice shot. He's going to take his own shot. Had a good look, was just off the mark there. Right idea. Wasn't able to come down for Dobbins. And Fremd will bring it the other way. Nice drive. Swatted away again, although he got a little too much of the Fremd player in the process, and it'll be the first foul for Hoffman. That'll go against Dobbins, which will bring number 20 Smyros to the line. So he'll shoot 2. Shooting foul there. Looking to extend this 10-4 lead. 3:01 remaining here in the first. First of 2 off the mark. And second of 2 on the way. Up and good. So now an 11-4 lead here for Fremd. 3:01 left in the first. Let's see if Morales can make things happen. He's been very active down low. It's one of the few guys physically who matches up well against Bryce Hopkins in the league. He's a big presence. Nice take. So Patel unable to convert on the shot, but gets himself earns himself a trip to the line. So he'll go for 2. Patel showing early on that he's trying to take matters into his own hands. The senior been able to create his own shots, get to the line. First of 2 is off the mark, however, and they'll look to regather. So Tim Carlisle checks in for Fremd, giving Jake Schofstel a quick rest here. Second of 2 for Patel underway. Up and off the mark again. Rebound the other way from Charlie Towns, who checked in. Nice open look for 3, and again, a big shot from John Smyros. Extends the Fremd lead 14-4 with 2:36 remaining here in the first. So Fremd's had a really good looks here from 3 early on. They've been able to really get a nice 10-point lead early and often. They're going to have to, if Hoffman wants to crack back into this, and you got to figure this is what they're discussing in the timeout, is some way to shut down the 3-point shooting, ultimately try to force their way down low. I mean, they've been able to swat away some of the shots, made it difficult for them in the paint. But as long as Fremd's getting open looks for 3 and hitting those, it could be a long night for Hoffman. Flip side in this Fremd huddle, and you see this all too often. Just a quick timeout can often change things, make a quick 180 on the scoreboard. So they want to be cautious not to get too confident with an early 10-point lead. Remember, they're playing for a lot tonight. They want to make sure they maintain their place in the standings atop the MSL West, and hopefully for them, set up a nice conference championship game with Schaumburg, final game of the week. That one will be at Schaumburg High School. So Hoffman inbound, so bring it up. Well defended, not much available down low here. Fremd, one of the more disciplined teams there with an opportunistic swipe, and he'll take it all the way. Can't convert, but draws the foul. Will get himself a trip to the line here, shooting two, looking to extend their 10-point lead with 2:14 remaining in here in the first. So here's Towns. Towns with nice work on the stat sheet after getting subbed in. First to two, up and good. In checks Fisher, in checks Pendia for Hoffman. That'll give Morales and Dobbins a quick rest. Second to two for Charlie Towns. Up and off the mark. Nice rebound there from Nate Fisher to bring it down for Hoffman. So Hoffman's got to start cracking into this lead. Down 11 currently. We'll see if a couple of these substitutions can help them find some good opportunities on offense. Fremd hasn't been making it easy for them. Been shutting them down defensively, not giving them many open looks. Shot in the corner off the mark there for Hoffman. Will go the other way. They have numbers. Went for the no-look pass. Went off of Hoffman, however, so Fremd will retain the ball. So Fremd really has been making it a real struggle for Hoffman offensively so far. Only a minute 44 remaining here in the first. Only 4 points to show for it for the Hawks. So quick inbounds right back to him. Quick three in the corner from Hawkins. Extending this Fremd lead 18-4 early on. So that was the old-fashioned give and go. Quick inbounds right back to you. Nice three for Fremd. Here's Hoffman. They're gonna have to start creating their own shots. They're gonna have to be able to hit these opportunities. They found some good looks. They just haven't been able to convert from three. Here thought they had a good idea. However, the opportunistic Fremd with a nice individual effort there from Smiros. So Smiros with the steal and takes it the other way, presses for a quick 20-4 lead here for Fremd. Right back on defense. So Smiros, one of the better defenders in the league. Here, despite the big lead, all over Hoffman, not giving them many opportunities. Hoffman looking for shots here, not actively having any presence down low. It's a tough team to match up against size-wise, Fremd. So foul on the drive there on Fremd. I believe that will go against 42 Charlie Towns. It'll be his first.
Checking in for the first time.
So Max Wexley checks in for Fremd, as does Matt Wingen. It'll give Towns a quick rest, as well as Smiros. See if we can handle all the substitutions here. Out goes Woodward for Hoffman. Right idea, but wasn't able to pull the trigger, and he'll set back up. Hoffman looking to move. Nice move there from Hoffman, but shot off the mark. Big rebound, nice steal. However, swatted away from the opportunistic Bryce Hopkins, who was waiting for that. Oh, and a nice putback. So that was some well-needed basket there from Nate Fisher for Hoffman, cutting the lead back to 14, closing out the first. Fremd will likely hold for the last shot with 10 seconds remaining here. Bryce Hopkins handling the ball, not giving him an inch. He can shoot it from everywhere. He's gonna take it himself, pulls back, nice shot on the mark for two.
At the buzzer by number 24, Bryce Hopkins.
So Hopkins extends the lead. He now has 8 points here in the first quarter. Leads all scoring for both teams. After one, Fremd leads 22-6. So huge lead out of the gates here for Fremd. They don't want to get too comfortable, but Hoffman's really struggled to find open shots and hit the shots that have been given them. Fremd's been giving them fits, and You know, Fremd for the last so many years has been the gold standard for MSL West basketball. They took home 4th in state just 2 years ago. Got to the, I believe, the regional finals last year, and so this year is shaping up really nicely here. They're coming into March, well, we're coming into February, but they're positioning themselves really well for a nice run in March. It's a team that's coming together real good. They're bringing up some of the younger guys, Cayman Hopkins coming up to the team, but they also have a mix of guys who have been here before. 4 of the 5 starters on this year's team, they were all around for last year's run, and that success is just continuing to snowball for the team. Guys that are on maybe not be getting as much minutes early on in this game today, they're all seeing the success and they're able to build off that in coming years and see how it's done from some of the guys who've been there before. With Hoffman took 5th last year in the conference, this year in 6th, but again, showing some good signs of life coming into this game. They've struggled early on here with the 16-point deficit, but it's not a team that I'm expecting to go away anytime soon, and they'll match up and see if they can get a little closer here. And as it turns out, Fremd will start with the ball again, despite the last-second conversion there from Fremd, just the way the inbounds went. So Hoffman came out in this game with a ton of energy. That was all fueled by Morales, who's back out on the court here after a short break. Really wasn't letting Fremd get down low, but Fremd's been able to find some good shots here deep, and most importantly, they've been able to convert. So here's Hopkins again, one-on-one. It's a great matchup here in this game, Morales versus Hopkins. Hopkins finds himself some space, decides to take it in, off the mark. So a nice move from Hopkins, however, that's off the mark, and Hoffman's going the other way. So here's Dobbins controlling the ball here for the Hawks. We'll move it around. Patel's been one of the most aggressive offensive players here early on for Hoffman. Looking for a good opportunity to score, but hands in the face, not giving him much of an inch. Fremd not taking this team for granted at all, despite the big lead. So they get it down to Hopkins. That'll cause a charge.
An offensive foul on the Hawks. Number 13.
Fremd bench loves it when their players take a charge, as they just did there, and that ball go the other way. So Hopkins to inbound. Look to extend this 16-point lead. Minute into the second quarter. Brings the ball up. There's Dean Gannis handling the ball, moving it around. Tim Carlisle getting some more tick here early on. And they're being patient offensively, looking for good, setting up the offense a little bit. They've scored so many points off of turnovers here and some quick action. Been able to find some quick shots and been very decisive here, slowing the pace down with the big lead. So that foul on the Hawks, Nate Fisher, 4th team foul, not shooting yet. That ball challenged, and Bryce Hopkins unable to convert. Hoffman going the other way. So let's see if they can find a good formula here offensively. Fremd has not made it easy. Here using some high screens to try to free up some ball handlers. Patel moving it around. It's tough getting down low on this team, so most of it's been done around the perimeter. Fremd sets himself up that if you try to get down low, they'll mask that it's going to be one-on-one, but they get some nice help coverage there. As you can see, 3 people crashed on the drive, and they're set up to do the same here. So they're really challenging Hoffman to take a deeper shot. Oh, a little too opportunistic there. As Jake Schossel runs into the wall, that's not good for Fremd. I hope he's okay. So he came hard into the, albeit padded wall. I don't know how much padding's there. He's down. Looks like he may have banged a leg. Hopefully he's okay. It was a nice turnover from Fremd, and they tried to make a quick outlet pass for a fast break. And Jake Shaw still focusing on the ball, kind of lost track of the wall, went hard into the wall, banged it funky. Nice to see him walking off here, but obviously that one's gonna hurt, and they'll go check him out. Hopefully he's okay.
Injured player was number 10, James Shulsall. Looks to be okay. Ball around the Hawks.
So the aftermath, Hoffman inbounds here. 5:51 remaining here in the second, still trailing 22-6. And they'll push up, looking for some high screens to try to free up some ball handlers down low. Yeah, you got to be decisive here when you're playing Fremd. If you get a quick look, you got to take that shot, or they're going to collapse on you defensively, as you've seen here. They'll slow it down, looking for the right shot. They're trying for the swipe.
Basket's good down low by number 11.
Went a little too aggressive, and a nice quick basket down low from Nate Fisher to cut the lead 22-8. So now a 14-point deficit here. Fremd looking to push. Oh, nice move. Well defended, however, from Morales. I believe that's the 4th block in this half for Morales. Dean Ganasol inbounds underneath. Looking for a man, almost got a 5 count, however, a nice feed down low, off the mark. And Hoffman looking to push. Nice pass, well defended. Oh, and he was standing out of bounds when it got bounced to him. So Fremd will take it the other way. So Hoffman showing some spark there, both defensively. Looked like they had a nice bounce pass down low to convert for another quick points. I mean, that's the name of the game for Hoffman at this point. Got to get stops, got to get points. So 5 minutes remaining here in the second. Fremd leading 22-8 as a quick timeout's made here. So a little more back and forth than what we were seeing in the first, which was more or less a runaway from Fremd. Hoffman, again, looking to make some stops, trying to convert on offense, got to start chipping into this lead. There's no 14-point plays in basketball, but they can start getting closer and closer. We've seen larger leads slip away this year in conference, and they just got to build off that. As the Hoffman band tunes up. Early game here at Hoffman, 6 o'clock for the varsity. Full court pressure here from Hoffman. As Fremd brings it up. So Dean Gannis setting things up. This time a little bit more of a conventional setup, trying to get everyone in place, move the ball around. Gannis with a nice kick out to Kamen Hopkins. Off the mark for 3. Big rebound there, up and good. So a really nice individual effort for Max Wexley with the big rebound over 2 Hoffman defenders and put the ball back for his first points of the night. So the lead extended to 24-8. 16-point lead here for Fremd. 4:15 remaining here in the second. They'll move the ball around. Nice take and good. So a nice and one individual effort there from Sheldon Barnett Morales. Made a nice move, got to the hoop, got the foul, looking to extend for a 3-point play. That was just what the doctor ordered for Hoffman. So who shoot one here?
Number 24, Bryce Hopkins, checking in for his brother.
So Bryce Hopkins relieving his younger brother, Kamen. Will take some time on the bench. Free throw off the mark there. Fremd going the other way. So Fremd very content to take their time finding the right shot. However, there it is in the corner, off the mark. Hoffman looking to push here. Patel in the corner, looking for a good opportunity. He's stuck there though. They're gonna have to find another opportunity. So Fremd playing good pressure defense, making it difficult to get down low. Patel's gonna try though. Oh, nice individual effort from Patel to get to the hoop. Here comes Fremd the other way. So now lead cut to 12. No answer from Fremd. However, that should stay with the Vikings down low. 3:15 remaining here in the second. Lead has been cut to 12. Gannis to inbound here. He'll go over to Bryce Hopkins in the corner, trying to get good positioning down low. He just kind of lost the ball. So Fremd loses the ball, brings it back over to Hoffman. Now they could get this lead to single digits. So this is the kind of finish that Hoffman's looking to have here going into halftime. Make it a little tighter of a game as they bring the ball up. They're starting to send a few flyers to the hoop. Offensively, look a lot more aggressive, and that's been able to open up some opportunities. So they've had some success getting to the rim on this stingy Fremd defense. They've struggled a bit from distance, so they're going to keep pressing. However, that door's been shut. A little bit of a bailout, just threw it off the Fremd player, and they'll set back up. So well defended there from Fremd. They know that they've been able to take the ball to the hoop on them, and so that time really putting an emphasis on the defense. We'll see if when they set up. Spendieta inbounds, right back at him, stolen away from Fremd. Back the other way, up, off the mark on offense. And it'll go the other way for Hoffman. So still a 12-point lead for Fremd. Hoffman looking to push with 2:29 remaining in the second. See if he'll try to take it all the way. Foul on Fremd.
Foul on the floor. It's going to be a hug.
Looks like the old hug foul.
Foul's number 14, Ganis.
Little reach around, so Don Dean Ganis. Hoffman will take it underneath. That's a 15 foul on Fremd. 2 more, and Hoffman will be shooting here in the first half. So they'll take it out. Inbound to Patel. Patel looking to get to the hoop, and he does. Up and good. Nice move there, Patel. Fremd looking at rebounds. Well defended. So you got to look out, and that's a tough foul on Fremd. Ooh, that could have gone either way. So that goes on Morales. That could have been called either way. It was an aggressive play there, trying to move the ball up the court. That said, Hoffman picks up their 5th foul of the half. So both teams with 5 fouls here with 2:12 remaining. Fremd now holding on to a 10-point lead. So a really nice quarter here for Hoffman, able to rebound on the score. Get this a little closer as we get closer to halftime. Defense has shown up as well. They've been able to take away the 3-ball. Fremd there settling for a deep 2. And Hoffman looking to move the other way. Cut the lead into single digits here for the first time in a while. So nice confidence boost. It's a confident offense. Patel looking to drive. Kicks it out. Nice defense here from Fremd. Not making it easy on this Hoffman team. They move the ball around. Deep 3. Oh, just off the mark. That looked good from here. And that'll stay with Hoffman on the out of bounds. So Fremd to inbounds, leading by double digits, 10 points, minute 24 remaining here. See if they try to slow play this into the half. As has been the best quarter for Fremd, as they've seen some of their leads slip away. Hoffman's won this quarter. That'll be a charge on Fremd. Offensive foul there on Fremd. The first, that'll be the first on Hopkins, the 6th on the team. First on Bryce Hopkins. So Patel here with a minute 12 remaining. Looking to cut into his lead a little bit more for the Hawks. Here's Patel deep. Thought he was going to let that go. Instead, he'll drive, double down low. Up and good. He's got the ball to stick to the rim. Ruja Patel scoring his 8th point of this afternoon. Lead has now been cut to 8 with 45 seconds. Quick foul from Hoffman. That'll be their 6th, so nobody's shooting yet. 44 seconds. The next foul will put either team at the line.
Number 11, Nate Fisher back in.
So Fisher checks in for Hoffman. 44 seconds remaining. Fremd will inbounds. Probably a little too much time to hold for a last shot. Fremd's been getting the ball off offensively really quick. Nice drive there from Ganis. Just takes a step back. Hits a big shot for Fremd. So that'll help ease this Hoffman rush. Nice shot from Gannis. 20 seconds remaining here for Hoffman. Might have last shot here of the half. So Dobbins looks, he'll move the ball around. 8 seconds from the top. Up and around and good. 3 seconds remaining, 2. Look at us, no foul called. So Hoffman was able to rally there in the second quarter, cut this Fremd lead to 8 as they go into the half. A really well needed quarter there from Hoffman. And now Fremd, who after the first quarter was looking to potentially coast the rest of this game, they were more or less shut out in the second. And Hoffman brings some nice momentum into the second half. Should be a good one. We'll come back after halftime here at Hoffman High School.
We'd like to try to find out how determined a career girl you are. Well, now, do you ever feel like telling off the boss?
I certainly do.
Go find
Both teams break their huddles here to start the second half. Hoffman with a really nice second quarter to cut into that Fremd lead, now trailing in single digits only by 8. Coming out of halftime, both teams got to figure out ways to stop the other defensively. And then on offense, look for open shots. Hoffman's been able to find some success down low as of late here in the second quarter on Fremd. Still looking to find that deep range. For Fremd, really what was making them tick offensively was getting a lot of really nice shots from beyond the arc, good open looks. Those have closed down for them in the second quarter, so they're going to see if they can revitalize that. They've had a lot of points off turnovers, so Hoffman's going to look to try to be careful with the ball and take it one possession at a time here. So Davins move it up over to Patel. Well defended by Charlie Towns. He's able to find himself a little more playing time tonight. Looking to steal it away. Looks like that'll go jump ball over to Fremd. It's a nice defensive play there from Ganis. And that will go the other way. So Hopkins to inbounds here early on. Fremd already flexing some of the defensive muscle there in the first possession. So the sure-handed Smyros will bring it up. Hopkins looking. Towns, nice look down low. Able to gather, but yet another block from Sheldon Morales. Hoffman going the other way, trailing now by 8. Patel with a nice take. Off the mark, but he'll get 2 shots. Patel, one of the more aggressive players you'll see in the conference with the willingness to take it to the hoop and create his own shot. Here unable to convert there, but gets himself a trip to the line, and often that aggressiveness on offense pays off. So first to 2 up and good for Patel. Rucha Patel leads all scorers now with 9 points. Max Wexley will check in here, replacing Towns on offense for the Vikings. Patel second and 2 up and off the mark. Brought down by Wexley, who will go the other way here for the Vikings. So Patel looking to bring it up. Well defended here from Hoffman. Finds an open Wexley. Good rotation. Fremd likes to see 5 players touch the ball on offense every time. Good movement here for Fremd. Not settling for shots, getting everyone into the rhythm offensively. Nice kick out to Bryce Hopkins for 3. There it is. So that's been the recipe for the Vikings offense here in the first half. Getting back on track, now extending. Looks like that was called a 2. Foot might have been on the line. Looked from here like it might have been a 3. Nonetheless, Hopkins scores his 11th point here of the evening. Hoffman looking to go the other way, looking for an answer. Morales takes it to the rim. Well defended there from Hopkins, who now looks to press the other way. He may go the distance. Decides to pass it off last second to Ganis. Swatted away, but it'll stay with Fremd. So nice job there from Bryce Hopkins on defense. Getting a hand on the ball, pushing it the other way in transition. Fremd rewarded here. Ganis looking to press. Hopkins kicks it out. Smyros for 3. That's good. So yet another 3 from Fremd. So Hoffman the other way. Looking to answer. Nice start here if you're a Vikings fan. Extending their lead back to 13 here early on with 5:45 remaining in the third. Ganis moving the ball around. Defensively. They'll come back. Looking for shots. Fremd making it difficult. Morales doubled down low. Swatted away, but it got a piece of him. And he'll shoot 2. He's in the act of shooting, so Morales to the line. Second trip to the line for Morales. First of 2. Up and good. So now 1 for 2 at the line there for Morales.
Number 33, Cayman Hopkins.
So Cayman Hopkins will check in for Fremd. Had to spend some time on the bench with some early foul trouble, but now back into the game. 2nd and 2, off the mark. Bryce Hopkins now looking to press the other way. Morales shuts him down defensively, loses control of the ball, but that'll stay with the Vikings down low. So Fremd now retains possession. Look to set back up on offense. Again, has thought about it there for a second. Brings it back in the corner for 3, off the mark. Hoffman looking to go the other way. Nice rebound there from Morales. Takes it by himself, loses control, regathers, able to press it back out. Nice dish, loses control of the ball going up there from Woodard. And now it'll come back the other way for Fremd. So Morales with a nice take, lost possession of the ball, was able to gather it himself, kick it out, but then he lost control on the drive. Fremd going now the other way with 4:54 remaining here in the 3rd and a 12-point lead. Ooh, really nice first step. Tried to kiss off the glass with a reverse layup, kicks back out. Hopkins misses. Another Hopkins misses. Hoffman going the other way. So feverish offensive set there from Fremd. Hoffman looking to press the other way, get things going. Spins it around, up and good. That is a big shot from Sertison to now bring the Fremd lead down to 9. Looking for an answer. Oh, big answer there from Dean Gannis. So it's raining threes here in Hoffman Estates. Both teams trading threes this quarter. Morales looking for a pick and go. Unable to find it. Quick heat check in the corner there. That one off the mark, but a big offensive rebound from Morales. Really been impressed with the aggressive play from Morales. Good find in the corner. Nice ball movement from Hoffman. Shot up off the mark. And it'll go the other way to Fremd. So despite the outcome there, Hoffman has to be optimistic with how that offensive set looked. Good ball movement, ultimately found an open shot, unable to convert, but things starting to tick in the right direction here for Hoffman. So despite the early deficit from Hoffman, they've shown that they can go blow to blow with this Fremd team. Hopkins there fouled on the shot. I believe that'll get him 3 shots. So Morales picks up the foul.
At the line, shooting 3.
And he will. So Bryce Hopkins earns himself a trip. He'll get 3 shots here. First one rattles in. Second and 3. Up and good. Bryce Hopkins pretty automatic at the line. One of the better players in the conference. He was one of the better players in the conference last year. Had to bow out with a late season injury. Here, looking healthy, playing really, really well. He has 12 points already on the night. And that extends the lead to 15 points. So while Hoffman was able to have a really nice second quarter, Fremd has come out of the halftime really looking good, extending the lead back to 15 points. Hoffman here looking for an answer. A nice drive, brought down by Hopkins. Loses ball control, it's looking to press. One of the things you really like about Hopkins is he comes down with the rebounds and he starts putting his head up looking for the offensive set to go the other way. Hoffman stop on defense, looking to stretch this. Right idea, good ball movement. Thought about it, decided to pull up. They'll kick it back around. Set back up. Fremd not giving him much of anything. Cayman Hopkins guards him up top. Good defense here from Fremd. Nice drive by Hoffman, not pressing anything, looking for a shot. They find a good shot there. Just rattles out. That looked good from here. Sertison off the mark, and Fremd looking to extend their 15-point lead with just over 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Really nice movement here from Fremd. They've shown up on offense, travel call on Fremd. So that'll go the other way. Turnover here for the Vikings. Not a lot of those so far in the half, but committed the turnover, and that'll go the other way here. Hoffman in inbounds. Trailing by 15, just under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Tell the inbounds. One of the things that really made them tick in the second quarter for the big turnaround was Patel's willingness to take the ball to the hoop. Showed some nice aggression, is able to pay off. Here unable to handle the inbounds down low, so that'll go the other way. Gannis to check back in for Fremd. Hoffman putting a full court press on. Gonna make things interesting here for Fremd. And then they back off. So Fremd moves the ball up. Hopkins moving the ball around as they settle into their offense here. And you'll see this later in the games from Fremd. Get a little bit of a four corners look. Emphasis on ball control. Another travel here from Fremd. So a couple of travel calls here going against Fremd later in the third quarter. Now 1:18 remaining here. Hoffman to inbounds. Coming out of the side. So let's see if they can get this thing closer to single digits as we roll into the fourth quarter. Hoffman looking for some answers offensively. Patel sets up the top. He's gonna drive. Now a lot of success. Nice drive, nice take. Boy, he's got confidence in himself. He gets that ball to the rack, and it's a nice shot. He's able to create really creative down low. So Patel scoring his 11th point of the afternoon. Now trailing by 13 points with 58 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. So Hoffman in the timeout. Now we just need stops. Gotta get stops. Only way to cut into this lead is to stop them from scoring and keep pressing the ball offensively. I would keep feeding Patel. He's really looked strong. He's been able to create his own shot, get down low, take things into his own hands, and he's got a lot of confidence in what he's doing right now. It's the kind of spark that Hoffman needs, and here we are again. Game's getting a little bit closer as we get tighter to the end. Hoffman, we said this coming in, these teams on the other end of the MSL spectrum, but Hoffman showing up, showing they can play with anybody. This is a good Fremd team. They're gonna make a nice run in March. They may win the conference here, but Hoffman's showing that they can play with anybody late in the season, and you like to see that if you're a Hawks fan. So here Fremd playing some of the four corners. They'll slow it down, 43 seconds remaining. Not in a rush for anything. Time on their side. Shostel takes it himself, off the mark, but he will shoot.
Got a foul in the shot. Fouls on number 3, Matsu Pandia.
So Shostel, I believe, earning his first trip to the line. Looking for his first points of the night. First one falls short.
Number 12, Max Wexley checking back in.
Wexley to check in for Fremd. They'll give Kamen Hopkins a quick breather. Kamen Hopkins still with 3 fouls. Got into some really foul trouble, so they'll rest him here. You don't want him picking up a fourth going into the fourth quarter. Second one off the mark, so that's what Hoffman needed. Now looking to press, finds an open man in the corner. He's gonna drive, swat it away from Gannis. They'll bring it to Bryce Hopkins. Well defended there from Gannis. Looked like they had an opportunity there with Pandia in the corner, but Fremd snuffed it out. Now 15 seconds remaining in the third. So Fremd likely holding for the last shot. Now 10 seconds remaining. Hopkins defended tightly up top. They'll get the ball back here with 3 seconds remaining. Quick push off, up for 3, off the mark.
That'll do it for the third quarter.
So Fremd able to rebound there,
Your Hawks 25.
extend their lead back to 13 points. 8 minutes to go in this one. Game's still in question. Hoffman, if they can repeat what they did in the second quarter and get back into a rhythm, this is going to get interesting. We've seen larger leads slip away in much less time.
Scalina again. Winner.
For Fremd, you want to keep the pressure on. Not time to get lazy or get comfortable with a big lead. If you're Hoffman, just keep chipping away, one possession at a time. Make the stop, score on the other end, and you're right back into this game. Fremd is able to find their three-point touch a little bit later, either through free throws on a foul or just able to find some good open looks. But should be an exciting fourth quarter here at Hoffman High School. Either way, I'm sure both teams and all the fans are happy to be out of the polar vortex we just experienced here in the Chicago area, which canceled a lot of midweek games. Temperatures back into a more respectable 20s tonight here in the Chicago area. May even hit to the 40s, so everyone's excited about that. Quite a blessing in February around these parts.
I'll save the big one for last.
And we're back playing basketball. What more could you ask for?
We have Hoffman ball.
So Hoffman inbounds here in the fourth. Trying to chip into this 13-point deficit early on. Gets open there for a second. Here's Patel, passes it off. Thought he would try to drive. Nice take, swatted away. Shostel takes it to the rack, looking for his first point. Nice finger roll. He's got to be careful with those walls. But back and nice response from Hoffman going the other way. Caught Fremd napping on defense, getting back. And a really nice answer there from Sertison. Good answer. Only 30 seconds into this fourth quarter, but already a couple of quick baskets for both sides. So quick timeout. Must not have seen something they liked coming out of the first break. Want to talk it over, regather. Been a lot of big transition baskets here. A lot of well-defended plays turned into offensive opportunities for both sides. It's made for an exciting game here at Hoffman tonight. Band once again tuning up for the evening. This will be their first game of the night. More to come for them. Hopkins gets the ball back. Really one of the better matchups you'll see in the conference with him and Morales. Good length on both players. Both guys really aggressive, both on the glass, but also offensively trying to make things happen. Nice play from Kamen Hopkins. As Fremd extends their lead back to 15. Another quick response from Hoffman. There, a foul on the court. He won't be shooting there, but he does draw the foul. So Hoffman to take it underneath here. That's the first foul on number 14, Carlisle for Fremd. That's the third team foul. So both teams staying out of foul trouble so far. That'll get a little bit different as this game gets tighter.
Pass goes out of bounds, back over to the Vikings.
Pass unable to get handled there from Hoffman, and Fremd will take the ball going the other way under 7 minutes here. Still holding on to a 15-point lead.
Number 3, Vatsal Pandya checking back in.
Pandya to check in.
And number
He'll
11,
give Woodard a rest. Fisher checks in for Hoffman. He'll give Blocker a rest. So a couple of quick substitutions here for Hoffman. Hopkins gets it inbounds. Well defended from here from Hoffman. They're gonna press. They just gotta get it across the mid-lane line. Well defended. And an easy layup there. Nice steal. That's that you press. Yeah, didn't really catch him off guard. Really just made a nice play. They're trying to be a little too aggressive. So he picks up the foul, but that's what you need if you want to get back into this game. You can't play on your heels when you're trailing late in the game here. So Hoffman showing a little bit of a spark defensively there with a nice turnover and basket. This time a little too aggressive, but they're not going to make anything easy on Fremd the rest of the way here. So press is on. Fremd looking across the mid-court line. Gannis picks it up, takes it all the way to the hoop. Nice down low pass to Cayman Hopkins. So a nice answer there from the Vikings as Hoffman looks to come the other way. Time starting to become a factor here. Trailing by 15, just over 6 minutes remaining in the game. Let's see if Patel tries to isolate a shot for himself. Hoffman set to set up here. Oh, nice look down low. Patel unable to convert. Oh, but a big putback by Morales, who throws it down. And just like that, Sertison back in his ear. Oh, he finds Gannis in the corner. This is what you want for Hoffman. Even if that shot goes down, you want to force Fremd to make quick shots. You want to get this, you want to get them making quick shots, look for quick baskets the other way, start chipping into this lead. So now trailing by 13, a little bit of momentum on their side. They're going to look to bring this right back. So that throw down from Morales brought a lot of energy into this home crowd for Hoffman. See if they can capitalize here after the late stop. There, a little bit of a miscommunication.
Back over to Vikings.
Miscommunication there from Hoffman. Quick turnover, and that'll go the other way for Fremd. So full timeout taken here by Fremd with 5:18 remaining. They lead 44-31 here.
There'll be Chicago Bulls tickets for February 25th.
So both teams enter the timeout. Hoffman's got to be pretty optimistic with the energy the team has had here in the fourth quarter.
Please go pick up your winnings in the lobby.
Good to see no quit from Hoffman, despite trailing all game. Fremd's been sitting pretty comfortable. The lead has not gotten any lower than 8, it feels, for a long time. So they've been sitting cozy with the lead. They were able to build a nice lead early on here in the first, and they've just been able to kind of coast on that the rest of the way. Hasn't gotten all too uncomfortable. If Hoffman starts making a few of these shots, get them out of their comfort zone, you can kind of see teams start to stress a little. And I don't know if we'll see that here tonight, and I don't know if you would see that from a team like Fremd. Well, Hoffman's going to do everything they can to make it interesting here. So out of the timeout, both teams break. Again, 5:18 remaining in the game. Fremd inbounds here after the turnover from Hoffman.
We got the Vikings ball. Coming out of timeout.
So Fremd inbounds. They'll bring it back around. Bring the ball up here. Hopkins looking to take it the distance. Off the mark. Again, this is what you want from Hoffman. Quick shots from Fremd. And now a quick foul from Fremd. That'll be the team's 4th foul. So again, not in a shooting situation. Dean Gannis picks up his 3rd foul, however, so he's got to start being conscious of the fouls that he gets. One more, and that might see him on the bench. So Hoffman able to kind of coach Fremd in his couple of quick shots, and the best thing that Fremd has on their side is time. If they don't want to use it offensively, it's going to be at their own risk. Morales double down low, doesn't matter, puts up the shot. Quick tie up down low. That should stay with Hoffman, I believe. Let's see which way it goes. It'll go with Fremd. Will be a Fremd ball after that jump ball. So a quick foul down low on Hoffman. Off-ball foul. Sertison picks up the foul. Looks like he kind of just lost his balance, but foul on Hoffman there. Now their 4th. Both teams with 4 fouls here with 4:44 remaining, and Fremd with 44 points. Time to play the lottery. Force your number. Fremd brings it up. Nice kick out. And now you got to start pressuring a little bit if you're Hoffman. Got to get on the ball. Can't let them milk the clock. Coach him into quick shots. There's a shot in the corner from Hopkins. Off the mark again. And off they go. So if you're Fremd, you don't want to totally sit back, but every time you give Hoffman an opportunity to get back on offense here, it's gonna increase the risk of losing this big lead. Another tie up. This one will stay with Hoffman. So 4:02 remaining now. Hoffman inbounds, trailing by 13. Marquez Woodard checks in. Gives Sertison a break. Sertison came off the bench tonight, but he's been really active, made a couple of nice shots. He's played really well down the stretch on defense here. He's been a nice asset here for the Hawks. So Dobbins will check in here for Hoffman. He'll give Pandia a rest. Well defended here from Fremd. They're swatted away from Ganis. He'll push it up. Smiros up and good. So Smiros there, putting his 12th point of the night. Almost leads all scorers. He has 12. Bryce Hopkins leads everybody with 14. Quick shot for 3 off the mark. Now Fremd going the other way. And now with 3:30 remaining, Fremd leading by 15. They have to be feeling pretty good about their situation. That said, they're looking to press. Gets the ball up. Hopkins going to settle it back down here for Fremd. So they'll move the ball around. No rush if you're a Fremd Viking. Good ball movement. They're a charge. It's a little too off. A little too much there from Fremd. Ganis called for the offensive foul. That's now the 5th foul on Fremd with 3:06 remaining here. Still leading by 15, but it'll go the other way. That'll actually be the 4th personal on Ganis. So he'll get a quick rest as he gets into some late foul trouble. Give a nice opportunity to some of the other players here. Nice Patel looking to shoot from the free throw line. Off the mark. Rebound Fremd. Smiros will bring it up. Smiros looking to drive, loses control. Hoffman looking to go the other way. Patel again. Off the mark. Now we're throwing up shots. So both teams rushing a couple of shots here. 2:34 remaining. Fremd holds a 15-point lead.
12, and that's Sertison checking in for the Hawks.
Sertison gets back into the game here. Look at Fisher a rest. Hoffman inbounds here. Down low. Good look down low. Really nice inbounds there to Patel. He gets a quick deuce. Cuts the lead to 13 minutes. So they lost to Barrington by 10 last week. Trailing Fremd by 13 right now. So obviously this year at least, Fremd a nice step up in class from Barrington. And Hoffman, although they've struggled, has really put up a good fight here. Not going away anytime soon. 2:31 remaining though in the game. They're running out on time. And Fremd is a team who historically knows how to run a clock down when they have a nice lead. They make it challenging. They make you force errors, and it's just going to be a challenge here for Hoffman to get back into this game with such little time remaining. But both teams into the timeout, coming up with good plans to close out this game. I believe we'll have the women's teams playing after this. In the main event tonight. They often will rotate here in the MSL early on. The men's will take the court for the 2nd and the 2, but month of January into February, you start seeing some of the 6 o'clock starts for the men's games, and they'll switch from time to time. So Bryce Hopkins to inbound now, 2:31 remaining here in the game. Well defended, there's some good pressure, although Hoffman's gonna pick up their 5th foul.
Foul number 12.
Like the effort.
Ball bounce for the Vikings.
Surtison playing strong defense there. A little too strong, picks up his 3rd foul, but they're not gonna make it easy. Looking to inbounds, quick timeout for Fremd. Maybe a second early as they didn't ultimately get that ball inbounds, but they'll talk about it. 3 timeouts left here for Fremd. So trying to draw the right inbounds play. They weren't ready for the pressure that Hoffman brought on that inbounds. Not taking anything for granted here. And that'll be a quick timeout. They'll get back on the court here, close out the game. So as we mentioned earlier, Bryce Hopkins leading all scorers right now with 14. Rucha Patel leads scorers for Hoffman with 13, so right on the heels there.
We got Vikings ball coming out.
Both teams more or less have stayed out of foul trouble tonight. However, the next foul on Fremd will get Hoffman to the line. As Zinganis looking to bring the ball up and run some clock here if you're a Fremd Viking. And we should see a lot of passing here. Oh, there, a nice pass, a good look. So there, when Fremd sees the opportunity, they understand it and they'll stretch it. Now bringing the lead to 15 points. They lead 48-33 with under 2 minutes remaining here at Hoffman. Rejected. Nice save. Good, and that'll go the other way. So a really nice block from Cayman Hopkins. A really nice effort late in the game despite the big lead. Still diving on the floor. Both teams trying to scramble. That time they kept the block alive. It was recovered by Hoffman. However, got it out of bounds, and now it'll go the other way with under 2 minutes remaining. So now Bryce Hopkins holding the ball. We'll see if they challenge. Thought he might get a quick foul. Bryce Hopkins takes it. Batted up, I believe his brother was able to knock that one in. So Cayman Hopkins now with his 8th point of the night. And the Fremd extends their lead to 17 late in this game. Minute 18 remaining. Hoffman shot off the mark. Nice rebound. They'll settle. Hoffman still playing tight defense. Trailing by 17, but a late foul from Hoffman. They're not shooting yet. I believe that's the 16th foul on Hoffman with a minute 8 remaining.
Ball out of bounds to Fremd.
So they'll take the ball out of bounds. A little confusion. I thought maybe they thought they were over the mark. But they'll take it from out of bounds. Not a shooting situation just yet. Fremd making a couple substitutions here. In checks Wexley again. We'll give Bryce Hopkins a rest. In checks a couple other players. So both Hopkins get a rest tonight. Nice game for the brothers. And Fremd looking to close this out now, under a minute remaining in the game. Fremd calls timeout. They're going to get some guys in there. So in checks, Matt Wingen. In checks, Tafara Alkamar. In checks, Ryan Palmer. Get a few reps here for the team. In checks, Matt Wingen. And Fremd will get some of the younger guys out on the court here late in the game. Sitting on a comfortable 17-point lead with 44 seconds remaining. So they'll move the ball around. Run the clock. Hoffman has a couple of substitutions in as well. So Fremd, they're gonna pull this one out. Leading by 17 with 20 seconds remaining. They have their sights set on one more opponent in conference before a big showdown against Schaumburg at the end of the year. For Hoffman, a lot of pride in keeping it tight against a really good Fremd team for a long while. They were able to pull away down the stretch. Half-court shot up, off the mark.
And that'll do it for our first game tonight.
So that'll do it here for Hoffman Estates TV. From Hoffman Estates High School, Fremd victorious on the night, winning 52-33 over the home opponent, Hoffman Hawks. As mentioned earlier, for Fremd, that moves their conference record to 7-1. Hoffman will drop to 1-7. Fremd's got one more game on the docket before a big showdown with Schaumburg at Schaumburg. That likely will be for the conference. Both teams showing up well tonight. Good crowd. Had a lot of fun here at Hoffman Estates High School. For HETV, I'm Drew Howard. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week.